Hey, it's Molly Cameron, and I wanted to give everybody a little update on the situation in Arkansas and cycling. Uh, the race promoter for the Cyclocross World Championships in Fayetteville, Arkansas, just resigned from promoting the race, and he also was the promoter of a World Cup that's going to happen this October. So what that means for Arkansas is that the organizing body and the governing bodies on the ground in Arkansas, so USA Cycling, which is it's the United States sanctioning body for all bike racing, kind of excluding triathlon, and the UCI, which is the world governing body that is, technically they are the actual promoters of the World Championships, are going to have to find somebody else to run the show, which, in a very practical sense, Brook did all the hard work and laid the groundwork. So the venues there, sponsors and partnerships are lined up. I mean, at this point, I'm sure that the course crew and everybody putting the race on, are probably a lot of local folks, and they're going to be there, but Brook's not going to lead the show. Somebody tweeted me when Brook tweeted this, or texted me and said, "Hey, did you see Brook just resigned?" And I said, no. So it's been a flurry of text messages between friends and advocates and sponsors and everybody in cycling and kind of behind the scenes. And then I've reached out to the tourism org in Fayetteville to talk to them. And they're also kind of part of the money and the organizing group behind the World Championships and the World Cup. So let's see, how can I surmise this in this brief video? It's a big move. It may just be a move for Brook to cover his ass. I know Brook, he's a friend. He's also a smart and savvy business person. And, this may be, I believe that he ethically, doesn't agree with all the anti-transgender legislation. And I think he was probably working with the UCI and the money behind the races in Arkansas, and probably came to a point where it wasn't going to move in the right direction. I think Brook is smart enough to see the writing on the wall that, this is a human rights disaster. And, the billionaires and the money and the big sponsors behind these events, they need to be they should be on the right side of history, but right now they're not. And unless something drastic happens and these laws get repealed real quick, or what the ACLU has a stunning and quick legal victory, if you're going to have a world-class event in Arkansas, and frankly, Kansas, Texas, Florida, any of these other states, this is a fucking human rights disaster. And you don't want your brand or your business aligned with this, and it's just wild. So I'm rambling a little bit because it's a little unclear the how and why behind the scenes. I can tell you I've messaged just about everybody behind the scenes, and we're all kind of like, what the hell? So no one expected Brook to resign, and no one really knows what the next moves are. So I hate that I'm doing this on my cell phone, and I have all this fancy camera equipment, and here I am doing this, but I realize that I'm not putting statements out because I'm too busy to sit down in my studio and just film something. So I'm going to drop these onto, obviously, Instagram, and then I think I might just rip this and put it up on YouTube. So it's Wednesday morning. The race promoter from, for the Cyclocross World Championships and World Cup in Arkansas just resigned. That's going to force the organizing body and committee and the governing bodies, the UCI and USA Cycling, to make some decisions. It's going to look like shit if they just put somebody else in place to put the race on after the original promoter, who did all the hard work, basically built the venue, created the entire infrastructure to do this event, stepped away for ethical reasons because he doesn't see a positive or ethical path forward. So literally the ball is in their court. It's in the Money Behind the Races court, and USA Cycling, our sanctioning body, and the UCI, the world governing body for this sport. It's been a 5-minute video. I'm gonna shut the hell up and get back to work and my job and drinking this coffee. Talk to you soon.